Hi, William. This is the boss. Thanks a lot for waiting in. And so I thought, let me create a quick video for you to walk you through the growth plan, the SEO growth plan, which I'm recommending for CTO on demand, and how it looks like and all those things. So it has two phases, and the phase one is mostly around the research and planning, which will involve understanding, doing the market research and understanding your overall services. That what are the service delivery models, what problems it solves, some key industry and different job roles that serve as decision maker, key competitors of services with overlapping services. So that kind of understanding, because we need to understand a bit in that. Though I when I shared some insight with you, that was like a quick research into what could potentially be relevant blog posts or content for CTO on demand. But yeah, we need to understand a bit more and understand what will motivate a potential company which currently don't have a CTO, or maybe they have like a CTO, but that CTO is maybe positioned towards um, mobile app development side, or maybe he's a bit of like an old school kind of a person who has working on those legacy systems, and he needs some kind of a fresh person to come in, a fresh fractional CTO, or somebody an additional CTO that comes in and help them get migrate to the new technology and all those things, build new softwares and all those things. So we need to understand your a bit of understanding of the market and how it's doing, and and all those things. So that is the first thing we would like to do, and based on that we will like starting off our keyword research, which will include first identifying our bottom funnel keywords, because everything ultimately relates to your bottom funnel, your bottom line. That regardless of how many content, how many traffic, how many links, whatever you do, or any kind of a marketing or sales kind of activity you do, if it's not moving your needle, if it's not related to your bottom line, then it's kind of a useless. So we start off with our bottom funnel approach to see that if we want to look for people who are looking for CTO services, virtual CTO services, what potentially could the other supporting content that they might need to know about. So example keyword research, this would be like a basic keyword research which can help us identify all potential topics around CTO or chief technology officer. Then we will create an SEO positioning strategy based on that. The SEO positioning strategy is that since for CTO on demand, it might be a bit simple, but we still need to see a slide, or still need to see an angle. So for example, CTO on demand currently has CTO services for building a new SaaS, or migrating a legacy app to a new SaaS, or maybe ongoing tech and QA support, and all those things. So we need to see which one has which one is better. And so that is what will help us to understand that where our low hanging opportunity potentially could be, and which side we can take to get the quickest possible results. Because maybe that is my that is just my understanding, but maybe, or maybe if we take look for the SaaS development related or SaaS support related side, that might be a bit competitive as compared to legacy software migration support. That is something where which might be less competitive. But yeah, we have to weigh the balance that even SaaS might be a bit more competitive if we go with the legacy application side, or try to focus on position our content for the short term for that side. It might not have that much demand, and it might not drive that much conversions, or more qualified people. So but yeah, we have to some kind of a positioning strategy, SEO positioning strategy, that in the short term, maybe in the first quarter, we will focus on topics around SaaS, and how a CTO or a CTO on demand kind of a service can help with building a SaaS. And then we focus on, in the next few quarters, we focus on legacy app and all those things. So that is what that is what the primary objective of creating SEO positioning strategy is. Then there is the content idea research, where you identifying all the potential content ideas, and they will be so the primary objective behind this is to create a list of all potential ideas we can create content around across our content ideas. And then then we go into a bit of in-depth content planning to at a short list, content based on ranking, traffic, and conversion potential to create a content plan. And that will also take into consideration our positioning strategy, that this is where we want to go. This is our low hanging opportunity, or this is our next in line strategy. So that is how we're like moving in terms of content planning as far as that is concerned. And here are some example content ideas that this is our target keyword, and this is how we potentially kind of page can create a page or blog post around that. Then there is like the phase two ongoing, content powered SEO campaign. I'm saying this is a content powered because for the first few quarters or maybe even a year, I don't think so. Building links is like beneficial for us, or it will give us the best ROI in terms of links, and because it's a fresh website with hardly 10 pages, and most hardly 5 pages or 6 pages with actual content, and the rest are just those contact us and all those kind of pages. We need to first establish and put our investment in content first. And since you mentioned about the budget, I need to ensure that we are putting our best efforts and utilizing the budget in the best possible and effective way to increase our traffic. So that is why it's a content powered SEO campaign. So the blog content, yeah, the blog content would like focusing around the book. Before going into blog content, there are three types of blog content, or three types of content you're producing. The first is the bottom funnel content, which is more focused towards the people who are down in their buying journey. They know they are building a technical product, or they know they have like a lot of technical or IT issues or something like that, and they don't have like a CTO. They are like looking for potential candidate, and they might already know that there are like services like CTO services. So content like types of projects that require hiring a CTO, or best places to hire a CTO, as like I shared earlier. These are kind of bottom funnel content. Then there is like a job to be done, or more middle funnel content, or you can say it's service led content, like SaaS development checklist, essential to not to miss out, how to create a IT disaster recovery plan for your business, legacy software migration checklist, these kind of a thing, which are actual jobs that need to be done by under the supervision of a CTO. To create a disaster recovery plan, or to create a SaaS, or to like migrate a legacy software. That is the actual software, and that is kind of a middle funnel content. And then there is the traffic intent or link bait kind of a blog post, which includes like CTO versus CIO, what is the difference, CTO job description, 5 different examples. And that is what we can utilize now using ChatGPT or AI powered content. And yeah, so this is what for as far as the content we recommend. And why chat gpt and AI powered, I will get back to you into, is as once I mentioned about the key deliverables, timelines, and cost. So the research and setup, or research and planning phase is like 2 weeks, and it will help us to identify all potential content ideas, the keyword we should be going, SEO positioning strategy, and all those things. It has like a one-time cost of $2,000, but it will give us at least content ideas for next 6 months or so, maybe more than that. Or if not, it will at least give us a strategy. It will give us a roadmap that this is how we'll be like expanding our content efforts and all those things. But yeah, at a minimum, we generally aim for at least a year of content, which includes like near about a couple of hundred, near about 100 or 200 content ideas spread across different funnels, like top funnel, middle funnel, bottom funnel. Then there is like intent, that what is the intent and what is the objective behind this blog post. It is for traffic, it is for links, it is for conversion, and all those things. So we can take a data driven approach, not just like yeah, this blog post sound nice because it's like it seems like it's talking about CTO services. But yeah, we need to see also that evaluate it based on why you're creating this in the first place. Either it's to generate traffic, either it's to earn backlinks, or either it's for conversion. Then there's like the ongoing SEO campaign monthly, which includes like 20 blog posts per month, and which from which from those 25 are those bottom funnel and the MOFU or the JTBT blog posts, which will be like created entirely by humans, because it will require some kind of insight and you need to fact check things and all those things. ChatGPT can, or even other AI powered content tools kind of are still lacking at that point, and they are not up to date. So that is something which will require um, a human. Then there is like the chat GPT powered content, which include 15x topical top funnel demand generation kind of content or something like that. So that is something which is easier to easier to create, and we can train ChatGPT to work on those side and all those things, and you get enough value out of it. So I have added those within this mix is because it will help you gain quick value, and to get more content at a more cost effective price. Because generally, if you go with like $1,000 per month for those content led SEO effort, you won't be able to get a lot of content. But yeah, I'm adding it up to ensure that we producing about 20 blog posts every month, and we gain our traffic and we gain our traction, we gain our reach much quicker than maybe creating 5 to 7 blog posts every month. So that is the reason behind like adding it up with chat GPT powered AI content to elevate us and to push up like much further, and to get more value out of it. And once we exhaust most of those blog posts or middle funnel, though there will be like a lot of those, but we can always transfer all those efforts into more of these ChatGPT powered content. So yeah, so this is it. Have a review of this video. I will also share like our client results and portfolio with you to give you an understanding of what we done and all those things. But yeah, to give you a quick again, to give summarize it and give you a quick idea that we are what we are recommending is like a content led SEO campaign for CTO on demand to get the quickest and to get the best value out of from SEO. So yeah, so have a review of this. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. We can also get on a call to discuss it further. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Thanks, William. Thanks again for waiting, and thank you for your interest in working with us. And I look forward to hearing back from you.